More question from me. Do you want to come just right now, guarantee a repeat right now?
For someone that's never won a championship, I'll just give you some
Whoa,
advice.
whoa,
That's
whoa,
that's
whoa,
really
whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa.
Hey,
that's really not what you do.
Oh my goodness.
man.
It's the Christmas season.
Oh my.
Everybody's nice. Hey, everybody's nice around Christmas.
What's going on, guys? I'm Jaye the Black. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in. I want to talk about WNBA player Kelsey Plum. I recently talked about her begging for more money from the WNBA, trying to squeeze water from a rock. And she decided to go, I don't know if there's a podcast of Charles Barkley, but they were interviewing her, okay, because her team had just won a championship recently, and he asked her, did she want to guarantee a repeat? And she decided to take that as an opportunity to talk about how, him not winning a championship, she wanted to give him advice, right? Like, that was a very generic question, but of course these heifers cannot answer anything properly because they're so stuck on the fact that they don't matter in this country sports wise. Instead of getting smart and trying to diminish what Charles Barkley has done in his career, you should focus on trying to get more funding for your league with actually having a product that people care about. See, no one cares about the WNBA because the WNBA players even don't care about it, right? Or, other women in general. Not to say WNBA players don't care about it, but what I'm saying is they know that no one cares about their sport, right? So they have to promote it any way that they can. So trying to take a shot at an NBA legend is a way for her to do that, because you have to separate the character from the talent. People look at Charles Barkley's character, right? And then they try to, I guess, roast him or go in on him like they see others do because that's his character. But when it comes to him not winning a ring and wanting to put that in his face, Charles Barkley has done way more and has mattered more culturally than Kelsey ever will. Okay? I don't think she will ever matter basketball-wise. So she should respect the fact that a legend is speaking to her, because he could have interviewed anybody else. He didn't have to interview you. He didn't. There are probably other WNBA players who would probably get them bigger hits on their show than having you on there. So let's get into it. Let's see. Charles Barkley caught a vicious joke about his NBA achievements in an interview this week. The Inside the NBA host welcomed WNBA superstar Kelsey Plum for an interview. But the 28-year-old Las Vegas Aces guard had a savage put down for ex-NBA star Barkley. Chuck and Ernie Johnson were interviewing Plum when Barkley asked about the chances of a repeat for a WNBA championship. Chuck asked, can you guarantee a repeat right now? And Kelsey hit back, for someone that's never won a championship, I'll just give you some advice. That's really not what you do. But I've heard this question asked to dozens of athletes, NFL players, NBA players. You could have given a, generic answer, or, very public, just a very, hey, we're a great team, we're going to work. None of that. But what she wanted to do was go viral. Because, again, no one cares about WNBA players, so they have to take their moments when they can to say stupid things, right? So she took this as an opportunity to try to diss Charles Barkley. Now, Charles has thick skin, so I know that's not going to bother him, but it bothered other people that you have somebody, okay, who not a lot of people know or care about in the grand scheme of sports, taking this as an opportunity to try to put down somebody's accomplishments. I just don't think that's the right way of going about things. Instead of you working to try to build some sort of players union for the WNBA so you can get more revenue sharing, here you are on this podcast trying to get yourself over. That's a wrestling term. As a matter of fact, let's take a look at the video here, and y'all can listen and judge for yourself.
Well, but one more question from me. Do you want to come just right now, guarantee a repeat right now?
for someone that's never won a championship, that's I'll just give you some advice. That's really not what you do.
Oh my goodness, man! It's the Christmas season.
Oh my!
Everybody's nice.
You see what I'm saying? You've never accomplished anything, Kelsey. And they were taken aback by what was with the energy. I could see if Charles was giving you disrespectful energy and y'all were kind of going back and forth with each other, but that's not what this was. And this was the last question. And she was going to make sure that she was going to say something to get people talking. I'm talking about her now, right? Because I wouldn't have been talking about her in any other situation other than her, begging the WNBA for more money or the NBA.
Hey, everybody's nice around Christmas.
Look at the steam room taking a vicious turn.
Hey, the bad thing about it, we can't even cut that out of the damn interview.
No, we're not about to cut that out, Chuckster.
Well,
see, this is what happens when you deal with these tomboys, these I'm one of the guys. They don't understand respect. They don't understand boundaries. Like, you're not one of the guys. You're in a league that even women don't care about, Kelsey. You're in a league that no one cares about. You're in a league that can't make money for its players, right? And this was her opportunity to go at Chuck, who wasn't even giving her that type of energy. This is the same chick that barked at Tom Brady while he was on the sidelines at one of her games. She literally barked at this guy. It's like, this is a weird chick, man. It's a weird chick. And they wonder why no one cares about your sport, because y'all are a bunch of weirdos. But the 28-year-old read through that. Ernie and Chuck both started laughing before the former NBA star tried to respond. Barkley joked, "The bad thing about it is that we can't cut it out of the damn interview. I'm going to have to let that go. But Kelsey, we're being nice. It's the holiday season now. Santa Claus is coming to town." Kelsey replied, "It's all love." Yeah, it's all love because you tried to get a viral moment. Okay? Barkley was a former NBA MVP and an 11-time All-Star, but he never got his hands on a championship ring during his distinguished career. Chuck has gone on to become a popular member of the Inside the NBA team alongside Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. Plum, meanwhile, led the Las Vegas Aces to their first ever WNBA title this year. Let me say this about Kelsey. Kelsey, if the WNBA continues to lose money, she's going to be on OnlyFans in another year or two. That's where she's going to be. There's other athletes who've had really good careers, Kelsey, who've never won a championship. I'm sure that you won't give them that energy because they're not going to be as nice as Charles. Okay, they will give you that work. Charles could have gave you that work, but Charles was like, you know what? I don't want to embarrass this girl because then everybody's going to be mad at me. But sometimes you gotta stand on it, and sometimes you have to go in on these disrespectful heifers. That's what you have to do. Because listen, no one watches it. You know what I would have said? I would have told her, listen, nobody watches the WNBA, okay? You won a championship in front of like 80,000 live viewers. Like no one cares, okay? On ESPN or ABC with all that promotion. You won the championship in front of 100,000 viewers and maybe 6,000 people at the gym, okay? At some high school gym she was playing at. That's what I would say. These heifers are hella disrespectful, man. What have you accomplished? Listen, even WNBA players got to go play in the NBA Celebrity All-Star Game, okay? The Celebrity All-Star Game, okay? They have to be a part of what the NBA is doing because it was guys like Charles Barkley who helped build up the NBA. He's the reason why you're able to get paid anything because the WNBA ain't got it. And I think, these chicks nowadays, I'll tell y'all, she's a millennial. Millennial heifers are crazy. They're delusional. And they really have no sense of where things are. right? They just don't get it. Like, they're completely lost out here. Completely lost out here. So, let us know in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And I'll see y'all next one.